be open for the possibility. Aye, 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 aye. Thank you guys so much for singing along. Now, passing it on to Becky.
Good morning. I'm Becky. I'm today's worship associate. I'll now read today's chalice lighting words written by Gordon McKeeman. You're invited to stay on mute for the moment and read along with me and light your own chalice or candle. Let there be light. Let it shine in dark places, in moments of pain, in times of grief, in the darkness of hatred, violence, oppression, where there is discouragement and despair. Wherever darkness is to be put to flight, let there be light. Let's all hold our lights up to the camera so we can see how much light this community generates. Thank you. Oh, let's see. Now we are going to read our covenant together. For this one, you are invited to unmute and we'll embrace our beautiful cacophony of community with all of our voices together. And the covenant, the words to the covenant you'll see on the screen. Love
Love
is the spirit of our congregation. Service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek truth and love, and to encourage one another. Thus do we covenant. Thank you. Please remute yourself, and I'm going to pass it back to Savannah for our second song called Loosen, Loosen.
Thank you, Becky. This song is called Loosen, Loosen by Ali Halpert. Lyrics can be found in the chat. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Thank you, guys. Now passing back to Nina.
Thank you, Savannah and Kinsey and Chelsea and each one of you. It is, like we've said many times over today, good to be together. I hope you're all staying warm and safe, and it makes me happy to be in this space together. Um, Most of you know this, but my name is Nina. I'm the ministerial intern at First Unitarian Universalist Church of Houston. I'm happy to be here with you. And I'm especially happy because I see Beto is on the line. And so I am going to do a short introduction and then pass it over to our special guest today. So, Beto O'Rourke is a Democrat from El Paso, Texas. He represented Texas's 16th district in the U.S. House of Representatives from 2013 to 2019 and has experienced multiple candidacies, including the U.S. Senate, the Democratic presidential nomination, and the Texas gubernatorial election. It is great to have him here with us today, especially on this funny, cold Sunday. Usually we'd be all together in the sanctuary, but we've created a sanctuary here. And Beto, we are happy to welcome you warmly to this community and eager to hear both what you've been up to and what you have to say to us at this moment in time. We are a community that is really grounded in democratic principles and feeling those encroached upon every day. We are looking for guidance and love in all the words that you are here to share. So a warm welcome to you.
Thank you, Nina. And good morning to everybody. I'm actually in Houston right now in a hotel room and wishing that I could be with you in person. I think that was the intent originally, but I understand that the weather has intervened. But part of what brought me to Houston is to continue this organizing work that we started many years ago, where we are traveling the state along with volunteers from almost every county in the state to meet future voters wherever they are, to talk and listen to them in person, not online, not digitally, not through a screen as we're doing today, but face to face, eyeball to eyeball, human to human, to help them get registered or update their registration or verify that they're registered accurately and legally. And then the thing that we do that I think makes such a difference is we stay in touch with these voters on a personal basis. So tomorrow we were scheduled to be at the University of Houston, for example. Wednesday we're going to be at Prairie View A&M. We'll see if those opportunities hold, but we'll post up with our volunteers there, meet those students, talk to them, listen to them, and then we'll ask them after we register them if we can stay in touch with them over the next 9 or 10 months to answer any and all questions they have about voting, voter ID, early voting locations, the candidates who are on the ballot, the issues that they care about, things that might come up that might make it a little bit more challenging for them to vote. And then we're going to stay on them to make sure that they actually cast that ballot at the end of the day. When I ran for governor in 2022, if we think about what was on the ballot, not just a Democrat and not just a Republican, but the shooting in Uvalde, which had happened in May of that year, the most obscene abortion ban in America, which had been signed into law that year, the fact that fewer Texans have access to health care than residents of any other state in the union, and we lead the nation in things like childhood diabetes deaths and other preventable mortality that is taking place in everyday communities every day. All of that was on the ballot. 9 million registered Texans didn't vote because not because they don't care about these issues, not for any lack of love for our democracy, but because nobody helped them overcome the extreme voter suppression and voter intimidation that we have in our state. So our volunteers help people to do that. And last year, working with young people, we took a young voter turnout rate of 37% in Texas to one that was 79% with the voters that we worked with last year. So we're trying to expand that program right now. And part of the pitch that I wanted to make to you is that in light of what happened yesterday in Minneapolis, what has happened every day in that city since more than 3,000 federal immigration agents descended upon that city, what has happened in my hometown of El Paso, where in the last 45 days, 3 human beings have died in ICE custody. The last person who died, it was ruled a homicide by the El Paso coroner. Looks like they were strangled to death either by other detainees or more likely by the prison guards and ICE officials within that facility. You know, protest is important. Sharing the news and the facts to wake up our fellow Americans online through social media, that has its place as well. But the only way we're going to change this is by winning political power in November. And it will not be sufficient to vote. And thank you all for voting. I know that you do, but that is not going to cut it this time. We have to get out there and we have to meet other people who have larger obstacles than we have in our lives and ensure that they can overcome them and cast their ballots. The 9 million that we didn't hear from in 2022 who wanted better for this state but couldn't figure out how to get to the polling place or were intimidated from being able to do that. We need to be there for them at this time. And we know that in addition to gerrymandering the state for 5 congressional districts, in addition to threatening to end vote by mail, in addition to all this other intimidation, Donald Trump will stop at nothing to hold on to political power. So our victories have to be overwhelming. So my pitch to you today is that in addition to every other good thing that you're doing in your life right now, if you're not already involved in bringing more voters onto the rolls, helping them overcome the barriers of voter suppression, then I want you to join us in this work with Powered by People. I can promise you it'll be the toughest thing you ever do politically. There's nothing convenient or safe or easy about it. It means being out there in the cold, meeting perfect strangers, working with them until we get them to the polling place, into that ballot box, their vote counted and their voice heard. But I will promise you this as well. If we do this work, there is a real chance that we can overcome the evil that presides in our country today and set this nation on a far better path than the one that we're on right now. And so in closing, I was at a church service yesterday at Wheeler Avenue Baptist Church. I'm at your service today, hearing this beautiful song that was just sung, seeing all these beautiful faces on this Zoom. Though I'm not a religious person, I think I really understand the power of community and coming together right now. And so I want to thank you for inviting me in to this service. I want to thank you ahead of time for your willingness perhaps to join us in Powered by People to do this work. And I want to let you know that I'm going to be walking right beside you, fighting right alongside you every single day until we win political power, and then every day thereafter to make sure that that power is used for the good of every single one of us. So that's what I came to say today. Thank you for allowing me to join you, and I'll press mute and continue to listen to the service. Thank you again.
Thank you, Beto. It's so good to have you in our space. And a lot of the folks that are in Unitarian Universalist spaces would probably agree with you in saying that they themselves don't identify as religious people. So we're bound together on this line by the values that we're committed to living into and illuminating with our lives. And, you know, those include things like inclusion and democracy and justice. And I feel that when you speak too. I think that our senior minister would be upset with me. He's not here today, but he'd be upset with me if I didn't ask for this. So I'm going to take a little screenshot of all of our faces together that includes Beto. So if you want to be on camera for this, turn your camera on and give me a thumbs up or a peace sign or a smile, and I'm going to get a screenshot of us. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Beautiful. Thanks, y'all. Okay. All right, back on track. Hang on just a second. So, friends, we are going to enter into the time of our service when we still our minds and our bodies. We try to fully arrive, understanding the spaces that we are arriving from are, like Kinsey said, full of pets, maybe some meowing and barking in the background. You're in a hotel room far from family, or you're really close to family, closer than you would like to be at this particular moment. You've got kids around and elders around. That's okay. It's good. This is what it feels like to be alive. But take a breath and feel yourself fully arrive into this space. If you were with us at the Leadership Forum yesterday, I invited everybody to place their hand on their heart and feel that beating, that beautiful, strong beat day by day as we hear people who are martyred for the values that we hold in this community. We are lucky to be alive. We are lucky to be able to be here doing this work together. So with your beating heart, the rise and fall of your body, and that breath, we recommit every day to the work of peace and liberation and love in the world. We're going to transition now into a ritual that a lot of you use spaces called Joys and Sorrows, and we do a riff on this when we're together in person, but we're going to utilize the chat function for this today. So maybe you're familiar with the late Unitarian Universalist Reverend Forrest Church. He's prolific, one of our ancestors, and passed away only a couple short years ago from esophageal cancer, and his loss is a big loss. And he is quoted as saying, "We are not humans because we think, we are humans because we care. All true meaning is shared meaning." So when we come together in spaces of sacredness and connection, we get to experience our version of divinity in these bodies that are buzzing with the joys and the sorrows of being human. When we share our joys and sorrows, we drop from these busy brains into our aching and hopeful hearts, and we get to extend and receive the gift of witness. So shortly here, we'll hold a time of reflection and care, and Chelsea will play some piano, and I ask you to type any of your joys or sorrows or people that you would like held by this beloved community into the chat box. And as we're doing this, if you feel so called, feel free to interact with each other in the chat box as you see members of our community share what's on their hearts. When we've all kind of dumped our feelings and our joys and our sorrows in there, I will read aloud everything that is typed, and we can take a moment to breathe together, holding all which is beautiful and all which is painful, knowing that life is always all of it. Your grief, love, joy, and pain are welcome here, and all are welcome to participate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for showing up with your complexities and your beauties. I'm going to read everything that was written in the chat. Some of them are names and some of them are full sentences. Some of them are heavy and griefy. Some of them are beautiful. So, you know, it's my thing to put my hand on my heart, but I'm going to invite us to just take a community breath after every contribution here. Alfrede Saleh. My mom just contracted staph infection in the hospital this morning. Please pray for her quick and easy recovery. Elizabeth Delgado. I'm joyful for this time together. This is wonderful. The family of John Marchand. Very grateful to everyone and the staff who made it possible at the leadership forum yesterday. It was inspiring. Grayson Buchanan. Warmth and courage to all protesters in Minneapolis and all around. Drew Kondo and other mold avoiders living in tenants during this weather. Appreciating the energy at yesterday's leadership forum. Rosemary Loudon. Families and loved ones of those affected by ice. Catherine Vint. The community of Minneapolis. Those who are cold and without shelter in the Texas cold, including all the animals. We are joyful to be here watching virtually from Virginia. Miss you all. Teague says he's sad school is closed tomorrow, but Billy is joyful. Thank you for this special service. Very meaningful. All who are seeking warm shelter in this cold weather. I am grateful for this community, and I'm grateful to return to school this spring and hopefully start graduate school this fall. I wish to our community to hold the hearts of those affected by the immigration policies in mind as we traverse these vulnerable times with care and passion in order to protect those we care about. My heart goes out to the people of the Twin Cities. Bless them and Governor Tim Walz, who would have made a great vice president. Alex Preddy and Renee Good. Alex Preddy. Marie Romig. To all those who are dealing with more than they can bear, let them find help and solace. For everyone feeling scared. The people killed in ICE custody in El Paso. I am thankful for Nina and her words of wisdom, hope, and encouragement. And thankful we have leaders such as Beto. For the spiritual leadership of younger people. And one more, thank you, Beto. So, friends, in this great cloud of witness and memory amid this beloved community, we hear our joys and sorrows. We speak and offer and hold in our hearts our joys and sorrows. And together in the collective heart of this community, we endure. For all that is said and unsaid, for the living that happens in times of grief and times of ease. Amen. I'm going to share with you a reading today, probably one that we have spoken aloud many times over in Unitarian Universalist spaces. But I was meditating over it this morning, and I thought maybe you would like to hear it again today too. This poem is called The Low Road by 86-year-old American feminist Marge Piercy. What can they do to you? Whatever they want. They can set you up. They can bust you. They can break your fingers. They can burn your brain with electricity. They can blur you with drugs until you can't walk, you can't remember. They can take your child, can wall up your lover. They can do anything you can't stop them from doing. How can you stop them? Alone, you can fight, you can refuse, you can take what revenge you can, but they roll over you. But two people fighting back to back can cut through a mob. A snake dancing file can break a cordon. An army can meet an army. Two people can keep each other sane, can give support, conviction, love, massage, hope, sex. Three people are a delegation, a committee, a wedge. With four, you can play bridge and start an organization. With six, you can rent a whole house. You can eat pie for dinner with no seconds and host a fundraising party. A dozen make a demonstration. 100 fill a hall. 1,000 have solidarity and their own newsletter. 10,000 power and your own paper. 100,000 your own media. 10 million your own country. It goes on one at a time. And it starts when you care to act. It starts when you do it again and they say no. And you say, we, and know who you mean. And each day you mean one more. Okay, so we are now going to invite you into a breakout room activity. Our idea here, because we didn't know if there would be 5 or 66 of you, and there are 66 of you, which is awesome. So there are going to be one of 3 options that you can pick. And we are trying to be inclusive with all the kinds of learners and lovers that we have on the line. So if you're someone that wants to sit with the content of today and think about it and chew on it with other people in discussion, there will be places to go for discussion's sake, right? A couple breakout rooms that you can pop into and chat with each other. I have a couple guiding questions, but you can really take the conversation wherever feels fruitful. If you are I want to sit in this by myself and be with myself, beloved introverts, I see you, I am one of you. There will be a couple breakout rooms. Actually, we probably only need one breakout room for a free writing space. So if you want to spend this time in breakout rooms, just jotting down, writing your feelings, writing what's coming up for you, I'll have a couple prompts and you can opt into that one. And then we're going to have a kid-friendly breakout room that Kinsey's going to lead with a body-based meditation and maybe some movement and some storytelling. So I am going to create a couple rooms here. And I think we're probably going to want to have more than one room for discussion because there are a lot of us. So give me just a second here. Okay, so what we're gonna have we're gonna have 5 different discussion groups. Why am I hearing echo? Do we have somebody unmute themselves? There we go. So I'm going to open up the breakout rooms. There's going to be a place, if you're a writer, I want you to join the group that's called Silent Writing Group. If you're wanting to be in the kid-friendly space, you're going to join the one group that's called Kid-Friendly Group. And then there are 5 different discussion rooms. And I would just ask you to sort of balance, right? If all of you end up in one place, there's going to be like 50 people in that one room. So if you see a bunch of people in one room, head to another room. We're going to do this little breakout activity for the next 10 minutes. And I will pop into the rooms and give you the writing prompts that we've put together in case you'd like to follow those, and the 2 discussion prompts we've put together in case you'd like to follow those. But again, this is sort of self-initiated, self-guided, and you'll have 10 minutes in these. So I'm going to click open all rooms, and as long as you're with us on Zoom, you should see something come up on your screen that says join a room, and you should be able to self-select. Let's see, is anyone able to do that? All right. Folks are joining. That's awesome. And if you're in the main room and you want us to stick you somewhere because it didn't pop up or something like that, just put in the chat and we can move you around. Say, put me in the kid-friendly room, put me in the writing group room, and we can stick you in there too. Discussion group, Artie, you got it. I'm going to stick you in there right now. All right, David, you want to go to the kids? Got it. Lauren, kids. Hang on, I'm moving through these. David's in kid room, on a silent room. Well, William Nelson in the silent room. Okay, let me move ya. Elizabeth, you want to go in the writing room? Kid-friendly room. Howard, I see you. I'm putting you in a discussion group. Colette, kid-friendly. Richard, writing room. George, John, discussion. He already got in there. Nancy Edwards, discussion. P.D. Wadler, discussion. Tawana, discussion. Okay, Lauren back in the kids' room. Got you in there. 2. John, got you in the kids. Okay. Ed, I see ya. Yep, you want to unmute and chat with us quickly? Where do you want to go?
I was thinking probably bounce around and just see if anyone
Sorry,
needs help.
not you, not you. Edward McCullough. Sorry, we have another Ed in here. Ed, I see you've got a raised hand. Bonnie, kids room, gotcha. We'll stick you in there. Okay, Ed Castillo. I'm gonna have you continue assigning to breakout groups, and then I'm gonna pop around and share some prompts. Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello?
Um, this is Linda. I have I'm gonna keep my camera off.
Okay. Would you like to be assigned to any of the rooms?
Oh, just any of the discussion rooms.
Okay. I will add you to let's see, discussion two.
Okay.
Alfred, I see you. I'm gonna add you. One moment.
Okay, how are we doing in here? Is everyone that's in here just hanging out in here for the time being? Do we need any assignment help? Hey, George.
Yeah, I'm having audio problems. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep, can you hear us?
Okay. Yeah,
Yep, okay.
yeah. No, I can now. I went into the room and the audio wasn't working.
Is it working?
Although everything looked right on the settings, but then I tested it and it failed the test.
Oh,
So I'm going to try to go back into the room now that it appears to be working. Yay!
okay. Can you
And
do that yourself or you need us to put you in there?
no. I eventually figured it out.
Okay, great.
Let's see if I can figure it out again. Oh, here, join breakout room. It's right there. Ooh,
Ooh, cool.
ooh, so cool. Okay, thank you. And y'all are doing an incredibly great job.
Thanks. We're
I,
happy to have
I,
such a
I,
big group today.
I love this, and you did such a wonderful job yesterday. It
Thanks,
just
George.
I just love it.
It was good to be together. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
yeah. Okay, so for anyone in this main room, that's Dowdy and Kinson, as you're on here, Edward McCullough, Michelle and Stan, Francie Johnson, Beth McCracken, John Meltzer. Let us know if you want to be put in any breakout groups. We can help with that. It's also okay if you don't. Hey, John. Did you get booted?
I did something and yeah, got out of
You
the
want to go
kids
back?
section.
You want to go back to the kids?
Yes, please.
Okay, hang on a second. Do you see the invite? Yep. If you are watching our live stream on our website right now, the members and friends who joined us today are in Zoom breakout groups, which is why there will be about 4 more minutes of a lull in activities before we'll come back together, sing a final song, extinguish our chalices, and go our separate ways.
I can't figure out how to type anything here.
I can hear you. Can I help with something?
Yes, I first tried with my cell phone, couldn't figure anything out. Now I'm using a folding computer. I have no idea where people find a place to type. I see names on the screen, but
Do you have something? Do you see something by your mute
I'm
button that says chat?
Where is mute button?
Well, you clicked on it to unmute yourself, so that was wherever you did
Oh,
that.
okay. Here's I made the word mute appear.
And then there might be a place near that that says chat.
There are three little dots next to the word mute.
Give it a shot. Poke around.
See, view profile, mute my audio, stop video, choose virtual background.
Okay, we're starting to come back now. I hope that that was a nice time in connecting with each other since we can't do coffee hour today. You had a little bit of time to either you interpersonal extroverts to connect with each other and share what's on your mind, and the introverts you could just share space and be quiet and do some writing. So hopefully that was nourishing for you. We are coming to the end of our time together today. We've got one more song by Savannah, and if you joined us at the Leadership Forum yesterday, you got a little preview, and Kinsey and I led this song at the end of our session yesterday. So Savannah, I will pass it over to you for one last time, our beautiful songbird.
Thank you, Nina. Okay, this song is called May I Be Empty by Batya Levine. This is my favorite of the day. The lyrics can be found in the chat. And before we start, we're going to sing 3 times through. The first 2 times will be in unison, and then the third time I'm going to jump up to the harmony, but you guys can stay and do what you're doing. Okay? So don't be alarmed. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. Thank you guys so much. Now on to Becky.
Thanks, Savannah, for leading our beautiful music today. And thanks to each of you for joining us on Zoom. Please join me now to extinguish our chalices using the words on the screen, but stay muted for this one is the request. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go today in peace and stay warm. We have much to live, love, and fight for. Bye for now. Mwah.
All right, I'm going to close it out. So, blowing you lots of kisses, sending you love from my living room to yours. Stay warm today, and we'll be back together in the sanctuary next Sunday.